Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. My name is Carmen Sean, and I am a holistic living coach. I help women regain their body wisdom, and I do this through mindfulness and inspiration. And that creates longevity and vitality. So I'm here to share 3 life hacks to living healthy, and they're not going to be what you think. So exercise and nutrition is just a small part of healthy living. So if you look at health holistically, there's many, many more components to it. So these 3 life hacks, I'm just going to share my screen here. These 3 life hacks to creating healthy living are going to help you start living your best life. So the first one is let go of your old story to create a new. And this is so crucial. Now, when I ask my clients what their old story is, I feel like I should bring out a couch and get out a pad, a paper and pen and start, But basically I start hearing, all sorts of things, and it becomes this long drawn out story. And, we also think it's not only long, but boring, right? So if you really look at your old story, it boils down to a few beliefs, typically that are limiting beliefs, that has been programmed into you. These are limiting beliefs that hold you back. And they boil down just to a few things. And those few limiting beliefs actually end up creating your old story over and over and over again. You'll see the same patterns in relationships, whether it's friendships or with a partner, professionally, in your health. You will see the same trends over and over again. So they usually boil down just to a few limiting beliefs. So by just putting your old story compacted into a little paragraph, you can start figuring out how to let go of those and create a new story for yourself. Number 2, create pleasure in what you do. This is so crucial. That's why I talk about inspired eating, inspired movement, and inspired mindset. You will not stick to anything if you don't find pleasure in it. You just won't. If it might even seem like it's okay at first, but if you don't find true value in what you're doing, it will not create pleasure and you will not follow through. So any situation you do, try to find how to make it pleasurable. And there's so many times where I've been like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh my goodness, I don't want to go here. I don't want to go there. And it's something that I need to do. It's important for me for many different reasons, depending on, what it is. But typically we create a negativity around it because of our limiting beliefs. So what you need to do is, if you know what those limiting beliefs are, which helps because then you can stop and ask yourself why you really don't want to go, and then try to reframe it so that you create pleasure in it and keep an open mind. So I will go to things or go do things, and then because I've created a pleasure around it, I've opened my mind up to the situation, there's always an opportunity. And I don't mean monetarily always. I mean, somebody that I met where I created a friendship, or where I had an opportunity where I met somebody, because this happened to me, where I've been asked to speak at a group. Like all sorts of different things can pop up if you change and reframe your mind around everything that you do. And that includes movement, that includes your nutrition. There's ways to make everything pleasurable and that suits your lifestyle. And then number 3, stop comparing yourself to others, but more than anything, stop comparing yourself to a former you. In all honesty, most of my clients are 35 and over. Most of them are actually in their 40s, 50s, 60s. And the one thing that they do is they don't really compare themselves to others as much as they compare themselves to a former them. So, which is debilitating. It holds you back. It keeps you stuck. Every day we get out of bed, we age. We step on our foot on the floor, we're a day older. We can't stop aging, but we can change how we feel about it, and we can change how we look at it. So it's time to start embracing it. And you can create longevity and vitality no matter how old you are. If you want to step into your 80s and feel amazing, you can do that. You have the choice. It is your choice, but you have to make the right steps to get that. So if you start saying, and this is again another thing that a lot of women who I speak to say, used to, used to, used to. If I hear used to one more time, so I used to feel this way, I used to look this way, I used to have this, I used to do that, I used to want to have that, I used to want to do that, all sorts of used to's. But what does it matter now at this point? You're never going to be the person you were 15 years ago for many reasons. You're going to be thinking different. What's important to you is different. So why try to fit yourself into that when you can't have it? It's not realistic. So you have to start asking yourself, what did you feel if because basically you had a certain feeling about yourself 15 years ago. What was that feeling? And how can you create that feeling now in your life? And there are ways to do it. You just have to let go of the old. So stop comparing yourself first and foremost to your former self, and of course others, because when you start comparing yourself to others, it's never a good thing. We're all different shapes and sizes. We all think differently. We all feel differently. We all have different beliefs. So just be the best version of you, and you will fit into exactly where you're supposed to fit into. Now, there's way more tips to, or life hacks to living healthy, and I could go on, and some other ones are like gratitude and forgiveness. There's so many different things. But if you don't do these things, the diet and exercise that you get, which is usually in the form of like total restriction and militant exercise, you won't stick to it because you haven't done these things. And if you do these things, you won't have to diet. You won't need that militant exercise because you are aiming for a feeling and you're aiming for total holistic, healthy living. And that is so, so, so important. So I really hope you guys found this informative. And if you actually want to start making changes and you want 2019 to be your year, the year that you create change and make it stick, then message me. This is what I do. This is what I do. As an NLP practitioner, certified health coach, certified personal trainer, I have what it takes to put together something for you that's going to help you in your uniqueness and your greatness become the best version of you. So message me and we can book a free consult to chat. We'll just discuss your goals, where you are now, where you want to be, and how we can create something amazing for you to help you get to where you know you can be and create that longevity and vitality.